Alright, I'm going.
Let me know when, guys.
I'm live.
I'm live. And receiving. I'm live.
And welcome to some flying with the monkeys. Let's go to the main screen here. There we go. Welcome to some Saturday Night Flying. We are, yes, that's the plane. There are 3 new planes tonight. They're all Phenom, Embraer,
300s.
505 Phenom 300. So, I got this. This is the plane I was teasing everyone with. Draco got it. Zig got it. We flew it last night. There was a bunch of fireballs. So we figured, what the hell, we'll fly tonight. We are in Manila Philippines. We are flying to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. No, Da Nang. Sorry.
Danang.
Da Nang. We're flying to Da Nang, and we're going to have a wonderful takeoff, a wonderful flight, and then it gets sketchy. So, Draco is beside me. Zig is behind there. We have full startups and checkups in these things, checklists in these things, so we are going to need to get started on them to get going.
So, not to start your night off like this, but there's something weird going on either with your Discord or mine, because it sounded like you said we were going to be flying spaghetti.
I don't think we're flying spaghetti.
Not yet.
It might look like spaghetti when we get there. Okay, there. Now is all the Discords correct? Thank you. I didn't have, for some reason, your guys' all sound on there. All right, it's there.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, they didn't hear that you said that we're flying spaghetti.
No, what I said was that the way your Discord was cutting out, it sounded like we were going to be flying spaghetti.
Okay, well, from now on, I'm done talking. You guys talk. I'm done. I quit. Can't do this no more. All right, so let's get these things started up. There is a large checklist that has in-dash checklists. And I'm pretty well familiar with where stuff is. Draco's getting there. Zig is going to go.
Terrain system test OK.
HTOS test OK.
So I'm just waiting on you guys.
Oh, you just jumping in straight taxi. Okay.
And my airplane just yelled at me, so that's something. But we're going to get rid of these jokes real quick, because it just makes it easier to work on things. Come on.
Rain system test OK. HTOS test OK.
Alright, so we're just gonna go through some of this stuff here really quick. Yep. Alright, we're gonna push that to restore.
Emergency equipment, push to restore. Battery switches are off, right? Bus tie, auto.
Switch to auto.
Yes. Leaders to auto. Cross feeds going to go to auto. Those are off.
GPU on.
GPU punt. Cross feed. Test panel is off. Circuit breakers are on.
Auto.
Terrain system test
Fuel
OK.
pumps.
HTOS test OK.
Auto. Cross feeds off.
Switches 1 and 2. Set auto.
Hydraulic pump. And ELT to arm.
Switches 1 and 2 set. Auto.
Pusher. Yep. Move.
This
Windshields are.
Fuel
So
switches
that's the
1 and 2.
push out. Those are off. That's going to be next. It's auto.
Cross feed off. Hydraulic pump switches 1 and 2.
658. Contact Manila approach at
Auto. Engine switches off.
ELT
That's
switch.
it.
Okay, what's... Oh, there it is. Never mind, found it.
Quick stabilizer off.
It's out. Shield switches
Landing gears
off.
down. That's
ADS
2.
probe knob set to auto.
Auto. E. Knob
Ignition
to
switches
both.
1 and 2 off. Must
Dump
be that.
button pushed out. Yep.
Stabilizer
Air
switch off.
conditioning as required.
Set the
We're gonna leave it in on cool and just leave it down because
Yeah.
it's.
I still don't know what
Probably
those
quite
other
long.
2 bleed switches are.
I think it's a double check or misdo on it. I can't understand. I'm gonna have to watch an actual checklist on an actual flight. Shut off buttons, those are off. That's switches to off.
What is the PRESN mode switch again?
Where is it or what is it?
What is it? And where is it?
Pressure to the right of the FMS.
Ah, okay, I gotcha.
And that is for the pressurization of the cabin.
Yep, I got it.
Start knobs to stop.
ECS knob.
Flap 0.
Button out.
Flap 0, that's off. Parking brakes on. Oop.
That air conditioning fan is loud.
Yes, it is.
What's the
Power up.
temperature?
Power.
31, yeah, we're gonna need that.
Oh, is it that warm? Okay.
Yep. Shut off buttons. 1 and 2.
So we have these to auto. That's
Model switch
Yeah.
off. Start
CVR.
stop. Flaps at 0. Speed brake closed. Brake brake set.
So that's all those. Dust. These are my tests.
Fire. 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 Stall. Stall.
Perfect.
Yep, I even heard him on my side. Seatbelt.
Switches 1 and 2. GPU bus
Sorry.
CVDR panel. What the hell is CVDR panel? Did we just do that?
No, that's the one down here, far bottom on the left armrest.
Oh, okay, yeah, the flight recorder.
Yeah. External lights is required. And emergency light, that's the on.
Lights on.
Wheel balance, which is this. We're balanced.
External lights.
Pressurization.
Taxi. Nav.
Engine. Ignition switches to auto.
Fuel quantity unbalanced. 2,700 each tank. Oxygen pressure for dispatch.
Pressures.
1850
Idle.
psi.
Parking brake set. Closed.
Ignition switch is set. Auto.
GPU.
Thrust lever
Disconnect.
set to idle. Check. Parking brake set. Doors closed.
We're at 27.9. We can start the engines.
You're gonna go ahead and start mine. Watch them spool up. Once they're spooled up, I can disconnect the GPU.
One started.
Waiting for it to stabilize. Good. GPU disconnect. Engine 2.
Switched out. We're not setting any of this yet because I don't have that information yet. Oh no, I'm doing IFR, so I need to call for clearance.
Alright, so we're good there. What's this?
Manila clearance delivery, Embraer, Papa, Alpha Flight Bravo, planning to on the IFR clearance to Danang. Embraer, Papa, Alpha Flight Bravo, clear to Danang Airport to file. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 13,000. Departure frequency is 119.7, squawk 1057.
1,000.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Alpha Flight Bravo, clear to Danang Airport test file. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 13,000.
System. Anyone check the altitude is where we're landing at yet?
I have not.
Okay. She said outside temperature was 31 Celsius. So.
Alright, you're gonna have to help me with a couple things. The SWPS panel.
I do believe that is the panel right there to the left. That's the horizon.
Okay.
It does say just checked, right?
Test.
Oh, no, that is then, is that the, for the ice protection test then, the final one? No.
Oh.
I can't remember that one.
No, I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is good too. The next one is then your autopilot
Right.
stuff. And altitude.
Spin, spin.
What was the name? VVDN? Church.
I believe so.
Does anyone know our runway heading?
I do not.
Yes, no, it does not. Elevation 36.
Okay.
So,
Alright, take
I'm
off
near 0
data,
for elevation.
outside air temperature, and ATR.
Outside temperature is 31 Celsius. You got to go through the engine. So that's the far left system.
System.
And then you got to hit it
System.
until you see engine set.
Engine set.
And then you'll see the
I see it.
CON climb outside
Yep.
ATR.
Do I want ATR on or off?
It says on.
Okay, it's already on. Perfect.
LFE is sending it at 0 because you want it, that is then your minimum flight level so that you don't crash into the ground on landing.
LFE. Because it's only, what, 60, right?
36.
36.
It's less than 50. And then if you leave it at like 50, which means 14 feet above, it won't bring you in and land you the rest of the way onto the runways, what I understand from it, but I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know in chat. That's what it's there for.
Okay, so there's something weird here. If I try and go down to 0, it goes down to 25, and then if I do minus 50, it puts me 25 feet below. Gives me negative 25.
Go back up to 25 then, because
Yeah.
then that's still below your 36.
Right. Okay, so back.
takeoff speeds. Not worrying about that set. Transponder set. Altitude, we'll check that.
Alright, so we have to do our
I'm leaving it as this set one for 120 and 110.
at least want to turn them on.
Flight controls checked, yep. Trims, checked and set, yes. Flaps to take off. 2. Thank you. Internal lights, yes. Emergency switch, yes. And then release the brake. Fig.
Take off.
Gas signs off. Seatbelts. Electricity off. You cannot use your devices now. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna set my minimums for 500 feet.
All dampers off, correct. So that's after takeoff and climb. No ground. Press taxi.
Just go through this again. 500 feet.
Wait! Bingo!
Huh?
Well, it said, take off and hold short runway 6. There you go, Zig, unless you're already on the way. But it then said F1, D2, D3, D4, F4,
You sank
L.
my battleship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's bingo or battleship. I'm not sure which. But that's, you know, alright.
Takeoff data set. LFE set. Takeoff speed set. Transponder set. Altimeters. What is our altimeter?
29.8, if I remember correctly.
Was it 29.8?
0.8, yes.
2908. That's some low air pressure.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because now I'm gonna be like 500 feet below sea level.
29.80. 29.80.
You did not. That is not what you said.
It's not what I said. Okay. Taxi lights on.
29.80. 29.80.
Shift.
Nosh check. Good. What's that? Alright. Flight controls. Yep. Going back. Moving forward. There we go. Trim. Set checked. Flaps set to takeoff. Check. External lights. Check. Emergency switches. I arm those. Yep. Right off. Takeoff configuration.
Takeoff okay.
Check.
Double check, triple check.
That's good. Yaw damper is off. Okay, I am ready to go. Taxi IFR.
Papa Alpha Mike Bravo with Kilo, ready to taxi IFR. Papa Alpha Mike Bravo.
I'm gonna follow you.
I'm actually using the, instead of being a good pilot and knowing what they said, I'm just following the progressive arrows. I am now tailgating Zig, so
Taxi full short runway 6, using taxiway Foxtrot 1 Alpha Delta 1 Delta 2 Delta 3
Yeah,
Delta
I don't have
Did we ever figure out the runway heading?
it's 6, so I'm not sure what the actual heading is on takeout.
So when you pushed back, which way did you turn, Moondog?
I turned right, but it's like straight behind you.
Is it?
Yeah.
The runway is, or?
To get out of there, and then you sort of make a left.
Because my progressive. Are
Are
you freaking serious? So help me God, if I look back there, it's a damn pickup truck.
Probably is.
There is nothing around me. I don't care. I'm pushing back. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, it's definitely a propulsion. You give it throttle, and then it goes, yeah, okay, and then all of a sudden you're doing 90.
Right.
Roger, Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
Oh, I definitely hope I'm going the right way because I have no idea. I have no progressive taxi.
Alright, spin around here. You come around the building, make a left, and then come to the runways and cross over the one runway and make a right. Okay, I'm just slowing my speed down so I don't run into the Zig, and I'm going to air traffic, Draco. Yeah, you're going the correct way, cross the runway, and then make a right. It's a nice paint job on that one too.
Right now I'm just trying not to taxi at the speed of sound.
Yeah.
And I got to do something about Rex 4 because my lines are gone.
Does it need to be just uninstalled, reinstalled, or just...
Your what's going?
The taxi lines, they're
Like
just
the yellow,
the yellow
painted
lines.
ones?
Yeah, they're completely gone.
Huh.
And when I do come across a couple, they're flickering and cutting in and out. Right, so I got to turn on D2.
Turn right on D2 if I got... Yeah. Just past right there.
So I'm sorry everybody for the flickering lines. I don't know. I didn't have this problem until I started flying this plane. So I don't know if Rex 4 and this plane just don't play well together, or if these textures in this plane don't play well together.
Here's the thing. We should be doing the same mess up for all three of us.
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, Oh, we have a new follower. Thanks for following. Who was that? Notifications was off because I was recording, so I'm going to have it up there again.
Alright, do I stay on D2? Where am I going?
I'm continuing on D2. Zig just turned off to the right. What's that?
I do not see you guys.
Like fuzzy. Let me redo that one there. There we go. Thank you for following on Twitch.
I feel like I'm at like Orlando airport. It's like the longest freaking taxi ever.
Yeah.
The taxi when you fly into Orlando is about as long as the flight to get there.
Which one was I doing the other day? It was not Detroit, because I never really landed in Detroit. Atlanta, that's another one where outline runway and take forever to loop all the way around the airport.
O'Hare's not exactly easy to taxi in either.
I was just talking about Orlando in real life.
Yeah.
It's like feels like you know, you drive halfway across Florida to get to the gates.
Whoever's in front of me.
I'm picking it up. I'm sorry, I was checking my Discord and chats and everything for everyone. Some of us wasn't traveling Mach 2 on the ground.
Neither was I. I had a ground speed of like 15.
Oh, we're turning right here.
Turn your turn signal on.
Okay, which button is that? It's the only one I don't know.
It's to stick your hand out the window and flip the bird.
Okay, got that one. Holy crap. Crossing the runway to go continue down to the other runway.
Seriously, we're crossing the runway we just crossed.
Yep. Because I guess that taxiway doesn't come all the way down.
Wouldn't it be a hell of a... Oh god, those textures are flickering bad. Ooh. I'm sorry about this, everybody. I'm gonna try and figure this out. And by me, I mean me, Moondog, and Zig are gonna sit down one night. Oh shit!
Yeah, because I've got Zig. I'm caught up to Zig. Let's view this. Let's see here.
I just dodged a plane coming right at me.
Okay.
That was my old shit. Where's the horn at on this?
You know, you could lose your IFR takeoff clearance before you got to the takeoff. If you do the outside view, that is a really pretty plane at times.
Oh good, here we go again with the vertical speed hold selector not doing anything.
Don't put it on PIT, put it on the VS setting. I think you can push it multiple times.
Oh shit!
Is there a passing lane on this thing? Can I pass them?
You just chill out there, buddy.
Oh, if this is Grand Theft Auto, I'd be chucking mines at him by now.
If this was Grand Theft Auto, you'd have 3 stars and be running already.
That's what I do. But I rarely ever get caught.
We're doing 13. I don't.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
Hey, Jack Bowser. Welcome to the stream. I don't know what the speed limit is for taxi.
Just below takeoff.
It's whatever it is until the air traffic control goes, hurry your ass up and get over there, or I'll spin you and put you in the back of the line. Then you know you need to speed up.
Oh, look. What a shocker. There's a Dash 8 landing.
There's a Dash 8 sitting to my left. The Zeke just leaves them littering around all over the place.
Well, the reason you see them is because they're the only ones that don't crash and burn when I'm flying. There's no trace of the other planes.
I have to give you that credit.
Well, we can't keep climbing trees to look for your plane's sake.
I really don't know why this one, like, overstressed. I wasn't doing anything crazy with it. I didn't think.
If you were descending, wasn't you?
Yep.
You probably had speed still set something, and you could probably use that air brake to slow down. And if you hadn't, you may have just gotten to a speed too quick there with the wings off, and then.
I wasn't going that fast, though. I wasn't overspeeding.
Oh.
So that's why I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I was way off the throttle because I know I was descending quickly.
Yeah, but and that's what was weird, because I was way off the throttle too, and I was descending at like 2,500 feet per minute.
But I wasn't, you know what I mean? So I was off the throttle, so I wasn't building a lot of speed on my descent. Because I was off at the throttle.
With us taxiing, I feel like the baby elephant walk should be getting played.
J.
Swerving to clean the tires off, so I can pass him in the corner. So I can pass him in the corner.
What are you kidding doing?
Watch out, I'm gonna bump draft.
You're bump drafted. $9 million plane, we're gonna bump draft.
Getting up so close, I can hook a chain to the back of your plane and you can just pull me.
I got that close with Zig a couple of times.
And are we there yet? Is this it here? Or not?
Oh, cross 2 more runways.
Seriously?
I don't know.
No, this is it. It's a 737 just landed for me.
Hell, if we taxied any further, we would have taxied right to Danang.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're into chat here, anyone already chat, this is the point where you get all your Good Morning Vietnam references in.
And if you've never seen that movie, go watch that movie. Probably one of the funniest Robin Williams movies.
And if you ever do...
Okay, let's see here. Advise the passengers. Shut up, sit down, don't make me come back there.
Did that.
Lights as required.
I should have scanned for models with join. You guys are flying prop planes.
Alright, I have to wait until I get out on the runway before I do my thrust assurance check.
You couldn't do that now at all, could you?
He could take a second. All he has to do is just hop out of join, have it scan real quick, and then hop back in, and that's what I did. Hell, he can even do it once he's in the air.
Yeah.
And I promise, once we get up to altitude, I will turn off the air conditioning so it's not so damn loud. considering it's 31 degrees. It's a little toasty.
Says I'm cleared, so you better get going.
Damn it. I was gonna save the game right there.
You know, let's try that. Save. Enom. Acknowledge.
So yeah, I'm not brave enough to do that. Last time I had a save game, it corrupted everything. So, nope. If I crash, I crash.
Well, I've got a couple saves, but I'm not sure if they work when I pull them back up. So.
Oh, I do that all the time.
The only thing I want to do once I'm on the runway is
Manila Tower, Embraer, Papa, Alpha, Mike, Bravo,
down here.
White 6, ready for takeoff,
Click
land
that
port
button.
10-9. Embraer, Papa, Alpha, Mike, Bravo, cleared for takeoff, runway 6.
Up.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 6. Embraer, Papa, Alpha, Mike, Bravo.
Thought I put the gear up. Is it?
There's 80. VR1. Pull back on the stick. Go up in the air. Positive brake. You're going up.
Out here. Brake. So we'll look at 75%.
I'm getting a stall warning with this.
Bolts. Base. Throttle. V1 coming up. Rotate.
1.5.
Positive right. Here. Flaps.
Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low.
Embraer, Alpha, Mike, Bravo. Contact Manila departure on 11.7.
That one.
11.7.
Yeah.
Embraer, Alpha, Mike, Bravo.
The headache.
Pilot and
12, what do you say? 120.
Manila departure, Embraer, Papa, Alpha, Mike, Bravo, is at 2,700, climbing 13,000.
5.
Embraer, Papa, Alpha, Mike, Bravo, Manila departure, Roger, altimeter 2980. Embraer, Alpha, Mike, Bravo, turn right, heading 120, proceed on course, climb and maintain
And
13,000.
115.
Alright. Alright. Got the 13.
Embraer, Alpha, Mike, Bravo, please acknowledge.
250 now.
Turn right, heading 120, proceed on course, climb and maintain 13,000. Embraer, Alpha, Mike, Bravo. Embraer, Alpha, Mike, Bravo, turn left, heading 240.
Freaking serious? Now you're telling me turn left heading 240. You know what? I'm gonna turn right heading 240. Because that's the way you had me going in the first place.
Heading 240.
Yep.
Embraer, Alpha, Mike, Bravo.
Catch y'all later.
See you, Dan.
See you then. 240.
contact Manila. Thank you.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Contact Manila Center on 128.3.
Yes, yes, yes.
128.3. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Manila Center, Embraer Papa Alpha Mike Bravo. Is climbing 38,900. 13,000.
2980. Yep, verified.
Alpha Mike Bravo.
And then what did I want to do? I want to
Altimeter
do,
2980.
I don't need airport information. Nearest airport. Okay. Flight plan.
Oh shit! No wonder. Gear up. 125. Proceed on course. It helps if you don't. If you set your flaps to off instead of full.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong button. Yeah, I'm taking off like a rocket now. What do you want me to go to? Back to 125.
What wrong ones? Hold on. There we go.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Climb and maintain flight level 200.
Outside air temperature 22. Okay, so we're good there.
200.
Go back to the main.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Acknowledge last transmission. Climb and maintain
180,
flight
thank
level
you.
200.
Well, I don't know where they're taking me, but
It's the hell out of me where they're taking me.
I am not anywhere near the. I'm headed the opposite direction almost.
8654. Contact Clark approach on 119.2.
Kind of going parallel to it.
119.2. 8654.
I mean, I know sometimes the departures are weird.
Yeah.
Right. Don't need that. That's boost. So if we go to train proximity, weather.
Orbit 244, short 107 miles west, turn right, heading 140, climb and maintain flight level 320, expect
All
vectors
that's good.
ILS, runway
Change the range.
Looks like we got some storms
244, turn right, heading
ahead of us.
140, descend and maintain flight
And
level
then back to
190.
the main one.
Say 220.
Map. Turn on the traffic and then let everyone hear traffic, traffic,
Climb
traffic.
and maintain flight level 260.
260.
Climb and maintain flight level 260. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
Okay, it finally had me make a big turn. And put me on an intercept to the,
Yeah. Okay.
Manila Center, soar 90217 is at 8,000, climbing 10,000. Soar 90217.
Okay. I like using, okay, when you're doing your climb with your vertical speed,
Yeah.
if you keep it on FS and adjust it there, your flight vertical speed, it's controllable. Don't, when it goes to then holding, it's on PIT on the main screen there.
On what, FS?
Yes. When you're doing your vertical speed, you'll see that it says altitude hold, but you need to make sure you click on FS, and it says FS. If you hit it twice, it goes to like PIT. You don't want PIT.
On the altitude selector?
Yes. No, on the vertical left, the VS, the vertical speed. Which then means you got to put it in every time you want to climb, but it's better than
FS or VS?
VS, sorry, VS.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I noticed that too. Once it gets to your altitude, then
It switches over to hold a vertical speed of 0.
Yeah.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Climb and maintain
Which is
flight
fine.
level 360.
360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
Are they ever gonna tell me I can resume my own navigation?
they haven't told me yet.
I'm about ready to turn towards it anyways.
Yeah. Because I'm way off my line. You know what? I'm doing it now because I'm like almost 50 miles off my line now.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get this flight system thing to work, so shush. So I'm turning to a heading of 3-3.
Climb and maintain 320.
Now this plane's not going to try and turn me all the way back around to pick up Dylan. Is it?
You can turn to the next one on the flight plan, which I'm going to do myself right now. So we click on flight plan, scroll down.
Yep. I just set it as an active waypoint. Apparently, air traffic control forgot about us.
Mike Bravo. Please expedite your turn to heading airport.
Really? Now it's yelling at me to turn back to 240.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm going to or not. I think I might just cancel IFR.
That's the only thing I don't like about IFR, to be honest. Although
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Please expedite your turn to
it
heading
ended up getting me on the right path, but you know, I had that problem one of the other times we were flying with having then to, you know, it took me all around and then it was passed up waypoints and just doing stupid shit.
I'm already almost at cruising altitude.
I'm at 26,000.
I'm at 32.
I'm crossing 26 now. Just 2-8, right? With ignoring it just long enough, it finally said to climb to 280 and continue on, turn to 265 and resume O navigation. So it's like it finally.
What's your what do you have your cruise altitude set for?
At cruise it would be 36.
I'm only going to give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm just going to ignore it and do what I want.
I don't remember what I did the other night, if I just ignored it for a while and then it finally left me alone. Can't remember.
Yeah, because I headed to it. I'm actually on course now.
Turbulence. Way up here. No, they're flying me right into storms.
Alright, give me 1 second, I'll be right back, folks.
And maintain 5,100. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Turns left and heading 240. Climb and maintain flight level 380. Descend and maintain 5,100. Orbit 244. Orbit 244. Contact Pacific Base approach on 119.1. Turn left heading 240. Climb and maintain flight level 380. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
Alright, I'm back.
119.1. Orbit 244.
I don't need
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Please expedite your turn to heading 240.
Loud outside.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that, anybody who's using headphones.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
I don't think it's terribly loud. It's not like that one plane we were flying. Was that the hurricane hunting plane?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's just that when you get out there,
I
it's
think-
just like a high pitch.
Well, and I think it's so quiet inside. It's kind of with the, you know, you don't hear that. You don't have the prop.
Right.
Hookers fighting in the front yard or on the sidewalk.
Is,
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
oh, I thought they were went into the house next door.
They're on the sidewalk.
Wow.
The boy was here. But I'm just gonna let him kill each other.
Yeah, because, you know,
Nobody's going to come.
right. Well, this Draco might show up and separate them.
Because they're hookers.
Yeah, because they're hookers.
Draco could not care less.
Wait, you got hookers fighting on the driveway or on the sidewalk?
Yeah, that's
Is
yeah,
that what
that's
she said?
My question
Yep.
is this: why are you not videotaping this, or at least
Yeah. just want to get some hits on your YouTube channel.
Okay.
That's a good way to do it. Hooker fights.
All right. I'll be right back.
The only thing that'd be better would be midget hooker fights. Now, I mean, you'd be a star in a week.
Oh boy, there. Just got flagged.
Yep.
Please expedite your turn to heading 240.
I lost my 2 cents on this one.
I lost my nothing on this one, so.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Turn left at heading 265.
Yep.
Proceed on
I ignored it
course.
long enough, and it just said, "Oh, go ahead, do whatever you want."
Turn left at heading 265. Resume on navigation. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
So I don't know why, but like I got the hammer down and I'm doing like 212,
That's because you're. How high up are you?
32,000.
Are you still climbing?
Nope.
That's why it's real thin air up here. So that's your indicated airspeed.
Yeah, the ground speed's only 360 though.
Well, sorry to disappoint, but they're all gone.
Dang it.
That would have been a video of yours I would have watched.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for the encouragement.
I'm in most of your videos, so it's like watching myself.
What's your speed, Drake or Moondog?
217 is indicated 218, but I'm doing ground speed 297.
All right.
Alright, I pulled back
But I have
cruise.
throttles at 95 right now because I was still climbing.
I have a ground speed of 408, indicated airspeed of 217. My throttles are only at 87%.
Okay.
How much fuel am I using? Oh, 570 pounds per hour.
Is
I'm at max. Max throttle.
That's interesting.
well, I'm climbing speed right now. I'm at 234 and climbing because I'm level flight at 95% throttle.
Well, I finally reached my cruise altitude of 38,000.
Lightning down below me. I might want to, but I'm just above it, so that's not bad. Although we do have this one hammerhead cloud right all beside me.
Weather here.
Now I backed off to the max cruise setting, but now I'm dropping speed.
Huh.
Did you, by any chance, set your engine stuff
Can
in
be
your
more
system,
specific.
like your outside
No,
temperature at takeoff and all that? That might be the difference.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cockpit set for 70. It's actually 68. Cabin set for 72. It's actually 66. Maybe we'll.
I don't think those ever changed though.
I'm gonna change them a bit and see if it doesn't.
Because when I look at mine, it's set for 70. My cockpit's set for 70. It's 68 degrees. My cabin is set for 72. It is 66 degrees.
That's what mine is too. I'm just gonna play with this stuff and see what happens.
Like I said, I don't think those
I'm
change.
getting an awful lot of turbulence, so I'm gonna wing stabilizers on.
That's not what that is.
What?
That wing stab. Not
Oh,
what that.
ice speed. Reset. Okay. Got it. All right.
I was
as
like,
I look at it.
in that Captain Mac video, he was saying that top wing on the back of your plane is called the stab wing.
Okay.
It's your he thought that was your anti-icing for that,
I get that.
for your wing and your stab.
So every time I try and turn my yaw damper on, it immediately clicks itself back off.
Wow, is that dancing? Good thing I haven't like let them out of their seats yet.
I just moved my camera a little bit so I don't look like a 4-year-old flying this.
I can't get the yaw damper to come on at all, so I want to back off on the throttles. Because I'm at 260, almost at overspeed at this altitude. Ground speed's 462.
I'm just about 235.
200.
Overspeed is 250 for me. And I do not see you guys at all.
I'm right behind one of you.
It's gotta be Moondog. Let me pull up my map real quick.
Zig, are you flying with your tail gear down?
With my what?
Your landing gear down?
Well, yes, I believe I am.
Well, then there's your problem. If this had been a real plane, that damn thing would have been ripped off.
You know, that's a really nice animation there of the tail gear going up.
Well, you know, after I took off, I put the gear up. I knew I did. And then all of a sudden it started yelling at me, check gear, check gear, check gear. And it's like, well, so I hit the gear button again because I thought, oh, well, maybe I didn't.
Well, that's like my
Put the
plane.
gear up. Well, look at me take off on the speed now.
Well, that's like my plane on takeoff. I'm climbing at like 3,000 feet per minute. I'm like 500 or 400 feet off the ground, and it starts yelling at me, "You're too low." No shit, I just took off.
Yeah, I don't know why it
Getting bounced around a little bit by this handful off to our right here.
Okay, yeah, I passed that one a little bit ago.
Well, that would make sense why I'm going so slow.
I just decided to take a look out at you guys and
Yeah,
see
no, good.
in
I'm glad
reference
you
to where
did.
you were, everyone was at. So,
Well, I was gonna ask if you had put your gear up, but then I remembered you saying something about I put
About
saying
the
something,
gear?
putting
Yeah.
your gear up, so that's why I didn't say anything.
Well, I don't know why it was yelling at me about check gear. Because I usually remember to put my gear up. It's putting it down where I have the problem. And apparently, obviously, I had it up.
you had it up, it still gave you a warning, and then you put it back down.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
Hey, you know what? On that main center thing, it has LG landing gear, up or down,
What? Where?
next to the flaps.
Well, I don't even. Where's the flap?
In the center screen,
Center screen.
very bottom, or
Oh.
second from the bottom.
Well, I don't ever look at that. Yeah, I see that now. I might
And
look at that now.
your spoiler is closed. That's your your speed brake.
I am 35 miles from IBOB.
You want me to pull up that? IBOB.
Look at your main screen.
I am. Well, no, I know. I am 7.5.
48.
You're 48, Zig?
Yeah.
Then you're right. Then
47
you're
now.
behind me.
I thought when I looked on the strap behind,
Yeah, I'm at 5 nautical miles from it now. It's like you
I'm
can't
not.
keep up with it.
So we'll just sit here and look and watch the light show that's all around us.
yeah, I'm getting beat up a little bit now.
Yeah, you'll get past that in a second. It's fairly smooth.
Now I bet I can pull it back to the max cruise.
Yep. 200 nautical mile range on the center console, and it's like you still only see ocean beneath you. So, what do we call it? It's about a third of the way into the stream, a third of the way into the show, third of the way into the flight. Takeoff slightly interesting, but no dire issues.
You think we're a third in? I bet we're not.
Okay, but I'm just at this point we're now up. We've taken off. You know what? There's even a check after takeoff and climb checklist.
We're going to be here at like 2 a.m.
We're here at the.
landing.
We're here in the cruise phase.
After takeoff climb checklist. Landing gear lever checked up. Yes. Flap 0. Yes. Thrust levers control climb. Yep. Correct. Yes. Altimeter checked. Yes. Yaw dampener on. I can't get it to go on. I click it and it won't go on. So, okay.
200.
Seatbelt signs.
Indicator
Seatbelt
airspeed
signs off.
243.
No, they're not going off because we'll let them have their iPods and stuff. We'll have electric go back there, but we're not. No, it's bouncing around too much.
Well, you can switch it to just belts on instead of.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I did. I belts on, but you can have your iPad, your computer, and let them know that you're going to be on time or whatever.
World travel 5903.
The yaw damper's probably glitching this plane.
Might be.
Other radar. Yeah, checked.
Where are the signs at?
Proceed on course. Descend and maintain flight level 230.
Left of your yoke. Just left of the yoke there.
Descend and maintain flight level 380.
Underneath the pusher.
Descend and maintain flight level
And
380.
force descent.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
We're good there. So we can exit that system.
Shield 1 and
Status. Flight. Let's see, battery 1, 28, battery 2, 28. Hydraulic pressure, oxygen pressure. That's all good. Fuel, 258 kilograms used so far.
Let's see how much I've
Embraer
used.
Alpha Mike Bravo. Please expedite your descent to flight level 380.
256 kilograms.
Each Echo Papa Whiskey. Turn left heading
Ice
0
protection.
0. Proceed on course. Descend and maintain 13,000.
Yeah, I don't really have anything on right now.
Left
Except for my windshield.
0, resume on navigation. Descend and maintain 13,000.
Yeah, well, outside temperature is minus 44, so at least probably ice protection on.
Please expedite your descent to flight level 380.
I have mine on.
Pacifica 1222. Traffic is 11 o'clock. 3 miles. At flight level 250. Boeing 737. Report them in sight.
What's this GS inhibit?
On what?
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Please expedite your descent to flight level 380.
under TAWS, it says GS inhibit and button TERR inhibit.
Wait a minute. Where in the console?
Right below heating. Right next to, just to the right of the yoke.
Oh, okay. The TAWS, GS inhibit, map inhibit, terrain inhibit. Don't know. Is that a Google thing?
Yep. I'll Google it when I feel like it.
Well, it's gotten awfully quiet.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. So I gotta go get a snack. I'll be right back. Ernie's in charge while I'm gone.
$64 miles to Yukon.
Bukum. What?
Gukum. Gukum.
I'm 76. What did you say you were?
61 and a half.
Yeah, can't believe I was flying with my gear down. Well, and I apparently I had hit the wrong F key, and instead of like turning my flaps off, I set them all the way up to full too. I was on the climb. I'm like, why is this thing not going? I at least figured that out. I'm like, holy cow, I got full flaps. No wonder it don't want to go.
Been there.
So, how to make this flight harder by Zig. Fly with gear down, flaps fully extended,
flaps full, yeah.
engines at half throttle. I noticed that you can't pull that X gauge up in here because we don't have it, we didn't update that through.
For what?
I'll be right back. But you really don't need it because you have it, because you have the center console.
Right, but I'm just saying to reference with.
What are you wanting to pull up?
Weather. To see if it mimicked or matched what I have.
What do you have?
I'm just trying to set up the weather map. See
On
if
the
it's
center
working.
console?
On the center console, yeah.
Well, how does that work?
I don't know.
Oh.
Working on it.
Yeah, I guess I have to go back and... Do you have to go back and install that then again? Because I can't... It's not even on my shift key to bring up the little window anymore.
I think you have to do it for the planes that you have, so we may have to redo that.
Well, we're going to be flying in or over.
Right.
Hey, Demolition, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the stream. Draco's, you guys are already in over the pink. I guess I'm just getting to it. I'll be right back.
So that didn't work. Okay, so.
I will say this plane is quieter than the 377 is.
Yeah. I definitely hit some turbulence here.
Yeah, I got another big thunderhead right ahead of me.
Yeah. But when I turn on the weather radar, I've got nothing ahead of me. Just have turbulence.
Well, it would only be picking up precip, and we wouldn't be getting precipitation this high up.
Okay.
Yeah, getting knocked around a little bit. I swear, your plane sounds like a concrete saw.
When I go out,
Yeah.
outside view and you hear it through the mic?
Yeah.
No, you know, I actually know how to use one of those. How do you know I'm not actually using a concrete saw?
If you're flying a concrete saw at 36,000 feet,
No, I'm flying this, but how do you know I'm not using a concrete saw right now, in my living room?
it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, you eat while you do. And you go watch hooker fights, so.
I couldn't find them. They'd already moved on. So you guys were checking Gookum? I'm onto ARESI.
Yeah, I'm 10 miles out from my waypoint, from Gookum.
Gookum? Okay.
There's supposed to be a button where you can switch from indicated airspeed to Mach airspeed.
Yes.
Trying to remember where that is. Yep, there it is. I found it. Mach 7.76.
That is where at.
It's the speed select. If you if you click on it rather than rotate, it'll switch it from indicated airspeed to Mach.
Right. So 7.67.
I'm gonna give everybody a nice look at the back of the plane. Sit back here.
Okay.
See the engines.
Are we doing tours around the plane?
Yep. Yep. The pilot's sitting back here while we're going through turbulence, and the whole thing's bouncing up and down. That sounds safe.
But do you have your seatbelt on?
No, I don't even have legs.
You can go through and shut all the
windows.
All the windows. That way, then, you know, no one can see what's going on in the back of the plane. Let's see, no, nothing's going on back here.
Wrong button. Hold on. There we go.
Seatbelts on. Wait a minute. Yeah, no smoking. Seatbelts on. I thought I turned off the PDA stuff.
Okay. That's the turbulence now.
Pilot!
There we go. Now they can get up and walk around. I don't see any more storms for a while.
Okay, get up and walk. Where are you going to get up and walk around?
Well, you gotta go to the bathroom sooner or later.
Okay. Give them that.
And I'm pretty sure right there behind the co-pilot is a refrigerator.
There is.
Yeah, that's where the beer is.
You can open that up.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, it doesn't open. What that is that's actually for one of the windows.
Oh, I could have swore I was in one of these seats. Or was that on the other plane that I had that I got rid of? I think it is. Okay. On that Cessna Citation Mustang that I had,
Yeah.
that it was so bad. You could open up the stuff there, and it had drinks and stuff.
I like how you can turn the lights on individually. Like so we are 15 minutes and 40 seconds away from our next waypoint. 100 and...
So you're on ARESI now, correct?
Yep. 117.
What's your distance?
117.
117. I'm at 86, so that's 34, 35 nautical miles.
Yep.
So I should slow down a little bit for you guys.
Well, what's your speed?
258. 258 indicated 465 ground speed.
Okay, yeah, I'm 240. Indicated 455 ground speed.
So I'll just back off a touch.
Speaking of going to the fridge for a beer,
Didn't you do that?
no, but I'm going right now. Be right back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess TwitchCon's going on right now, so there's not a whole lot of people doing anything on Twitch other than most of their channels are streaming stuff from TwitchCon.
Well, you know what they should be doing? They should then be showing everyone that's not there. I don't know. Just a thought.
Thing is, though, I don't have like $5,000 to go.
Isn't it out west still?
It's in LA.
Yeah. I know a certain furry rodent wasn't planning on going because he went a year or two ago.
Uh-huh. So I got another good-sized thunderhead ahead of me here.
Well, let's see what this button does. So we're just flying along.
Yep.
Peaceful over the Pacific. Nothing terrible going on.
Thought I saw Zig back there, but that wasn't him.
I thought I saw Zig, but he didn't have his gear down. So as we go through the views,
Yeah, once you get the plane up in the air and you get all the autopilot stuff sorted out, it's a nice, quiet, easy flight.
yeah. I mean, it's not like your 737, oh crap, I've lost an engine, but you know.
You know, well, I mean, you know, I'm not having to wrestle with anything, and like with the 757.
I'm back.
I'm sure Zig's still on the fence about this plane.
On the fence?
Yeah.
Nah.
No, he's beyond the fence. He's in a tree, but he's on a fence. But it's not a fence.
I mean, this plane does have its quirks and things to figure out, and obviously I know we don't know everything about this plane yet, like we do our normal everyday planes, but it's not.
What are you talking about? I still don't even know everything on the Beechcraft King Air, but yeah, I know where you're going with that.
But it's not a bad little plane.
No, and
No,
it
I
will
like it.
probably replace our 757 ordeal of trying to go a longer distance a little bit quicker.
No, I think I'll be flying this one a lot. I've been wanting one of these for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, right after he said, Flight Sim? Oh, I'll never like that. Ooh, give me a...
He's never gonna let you live that down, Zig, you know that?
Yeah, I know. Well, how long ago were we talking about one of these, Moondog?
Like I was saying, a week after you said, I think I can like this. I mean, quite literally.
Hey.
You was looking at that when you decided on getting the your Crash or Dash 8.
No, I had that already before
Yeah.
I was looking at these, but it wasn't long after.
I mean, I'll be honest, one of these never even entered my mind until I saw Moondogs, until I saw the picture of Moondogs, and then I watched a few videos. I was like, that's a pretty cool looking plane.
No, I've had my eye on one for quite a while. I couldn't narrow it down because a lot of them have quirks, and I don't think there's been anything in here that's like, game breaking, if you will.
Yeah, earth shattering.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't do this.
There's some annoying things, maybe, with the way the buttons are hard to work, with the GPS and stuff, but
yeah, but once you learn the workarounds and things like that, it's not bad.
It's like when you pull up the FMS with a shift 3, that dial becomes very difficult to use. But if you just zoom in on it,
yeah,
that dial's a whole lot easier to use. But then you're staring at that instead of like your flight. So hopefully you got everything programmed when you need to be looking up.
Right.
You're not trying to go, what was that airport identification? What runway was that?
I mean, this one's a jet, but it feels more like, other than the glass cockpits.
Yeah.
It's more like flying the planes that we're used to.
Well, you guys, yes.
Well, that's because you only fly the 377, but
Okay, I remember to hit my timer off the runway.
Yeah, I
Been
did too.
flying for 53 minutes.
Okay, I started mine a little earlier than you then, because I have an hour and 15.
Didn't I do it right when we took off? I thought I did.
I just started mine a little
We
earlier.
did.
I think I started mine on taxi.
we didn't
Okay.
take off till about quarter till. What was your timer at, Moondog?
53.
Yeah, that would be about right.
Yeah, because I
We
thought I
didn't-
did
we
when I
didn't.
was pulling onto the runway, which is when you should be doing it, when you take off. That way, if they find black box or whatever, they can figure out where you was at and stuff like that. That's, I think, what that timer is.
Well, they're gonna know where you're at. The smoldering hole in the ground.
The trail of broken parts.
Or in Zig's case, look for the nearest mountain or tree.
Where's the landing gear left at?
Or in my case,
They're still in the undercarriage because they never went down.
or in my case, look to the left or the right of the runway.
You guys don't do bad. You guys... Okay, your success rate is probably not as high as mine, but
But in all reality,
You guys-
we don't fly as often as you do.
there's some of that. I've gotten a little bit more practice, and then your plane where you've had some issues with the 377, you can have an issue, and then you've got all of a sudden no engines, you're in trouble.
Right. That 377 can be a persnickety bitch at times.
Ziggs does very well now in the dash, but that has a history of not being a very easy plane to land.
Now the Duke, I could fly all day long. I have no issues flying that Duke.
And you land it easy
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, you
So-
can't get the damn thing started.
I've just really lately had a problem with the 757. I can't seem to.
Yeah, you were the one that took off first and held it well, and then you even landed on our first flight with no problem.
Yeah, that 757 I've always had issues with landing, taking off, just getting the damn thing started. Yep, getting it to show up on an outside view.
Well, now you've given that issue to Zig because he can't
Hey,
get out
Harry.
of view.
Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'll look around the cockpit.
I gave Zig
Well,
the issues that time, so.
It's a nice cockpit, guys.
It really is a nice looking plane on the inside.
I like the yoke. The yoke has like that futuristic feel to it.
I don't want to actually use one of these in person to see if it felt that as nice as it should, or if it's as goofy as I think it is. I ride a bicycle. I've always, I can ride a bike. It looks like that kind of handlebars.
We can even
doesn't.
We can
look
even
like
tour the
the
cabin
right.
back here.
Well, me, I want to. Eventually, I want to get the Cytec yoke and throttle quadrant.
Oh, that's on the list.
Because with the I fly with a stick and it's fine, but I feel like I'd have more control with the throttle with the yoke than I would with the stick.
Yeah. And it'd be nice to be able to pull it and hold it,
Right.
feel it stay where you want it to.
Because if I remember right, the Cytec stuff actually has a little bit of a force feedback feel to it.
Even if it just had a mild resistance.
Well, I think that there's a shaker in it.
Wow.
So that way, if you start to stall, you feel that shaking in the.
Okay, so I don't want to bolt it down.
You are correct, Terry. They're definitely not. They're definitely not study level, but they do a good job with the modeling.
And to be honest with you, with us, we really don't want anything study level.
Yeah, and we're not really study level kind of guys. You are kind of, Draco. Your A2A is almost study level, but
Yeah, in a way.
The King Air is close to, but not really enough.
Your dash is pretty close to being study level.
yeah, it is. It is.
But that's about as far as we go.
We want it close. We
Yeah.
want to be able to handle everything, but we don't need it to be aviation.
Yeah.
We don't need it to be to the point where you have to be a pilot to fly it.
Right. Well, like
Yeah.
the
We want to
PMDG
be able
stuff,
to fly it.
I don't feel like I don't have time, and I don't feel like sitting down to read a 3,000-page manual to be able to fly a simulator.
Yeah, that's a little too much for me at this point. I could show you the outside, Harry, but
Watch your ears.
it's got a little glitch with the modeling going on. I'm not sure what's happening with that. When I flew the plane the first time the other night, it did this at first, and then I ended up reloading it, and it modeled it just fine. But I don't know. I didn't have time to mess around with it before we started the stream tonight, so I usually keep it on the outside quite a bit for the flight, but it is kind of loud out there and it's not rendering it in quite right. So I've been staying in the cockpit quite a bit on this one.
On my stream, I've gone from my plane. I'm looking at Draco's. Same plane. We have just different paint jobs on them. Still, I mean, it doesn't matter what paint job. All three planes just look nice.
You know, what I kind of like about this one is that, with all the checklists and stuff that are built into it, with where you can pull them up on that center screen and do all the checklists, it's kind of nice that you can do all that stuff if you want to, but you don't have to.
Right.
Because a lot of it in the end doesn't matter.
You must be pretty far ahead of me, Moondog, because I got my traffic zoomed out to 40 nautical miles, and I'm not picking you up.
Yeah, I know. I took off. I left you in the dust.
But I'm also not seeing Zig either.
You're not. What do you mean when you say you're not seeing me on the map, or?
No, on my radar, on my traffic radar.
Oh.
It's not picking up either. You or Moondog.
I'm on MESOX already. I'm 50 nautical miles from it. 49.
Okay, I'm 81.
You're 81.
Moondog's way ahead of us.
That's because you were flying with your gear down.
Yeah,
and
I was flying with my gear down. That doesn't help.
And I'm up a lot higher than you guys. So
you took longer to get there.
Yep.
Sorry, I backed off of the speed. Actually, Draco and I are holding about pace, so.
Mrs. Zig said my gear's always hanging down.
Mrs. Zig, we don't need to hear that stuff.
They said that was too much information.
My wife is very nice and doesn't come in and say everything she wants to say either.
Just so long as his flaps stay up.
I suffer from saggy halitosis.
You should have her take and look into that, take care of that for you. This just took a left turn in adult rating.
What are you talking about?
Oh look, clouds. Did you show
clouds.
them? Did you show them the windscreen when you did your walk around? The sun visor that you put up on your side windows.
There's one of those?
Yep.
Yeah.
I did not know.
Click on the little handle right to your left or your right on the right side there.
Oh, look at that. You got a sun visor.
So, just flying along. Is aviation still here? Did he bounce in and bounce out?
Okay, better go back to the cockpit. Bouncing around quite a bit.
You know, the clouds in the radar look about right. Yep, it's sort of nasty down there. It's nice to be at 36,000.
Back inside where it's nice and quiet.
It is quiet. What's your ground speed, Drake? About 460?
461.
461? Okay. I'm at 464.
They just handed me off to Ho Chi Minh Center.
I got that just a little bit ago.
Ho Chi Minh Center, Embraer, Papa Alpha Mike Bravo, with you. Embraer, Papa Alpha Mike Bravo, Ho Chi Minh Center, roger.
Actually, what am I doing? I should leave this throttle up, get there, land, and then turn around and watch you guys
You're still gonna get there before us.
get into the runway. I'm moving about to see if there's any other dials and stuff you can. The dim panel light on for the panels.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they dimmed. They're either on full blast or they're off.
No.
How do you get them?
Scroll it once for the panel lights at 50. And if you turn it again, you can definitely tell a difference in how bright it is.
No, right above the autopilot. There is a dim panel light there. Little dial. Above where your autopilot and you all.
Click it.
Yeah, you click it and it goes up to 100%. It doesn't.
I'm actually
either
okay
on
with
or off.
that.
Well, it'd be nice to be able to scroll it down and not have it too
Yeah.
bright. And I understand with the light panels, you can either have it sort of 50 or 100.
Right. I bet you the cockpit looks really, really cool at night with the lights on landing. Got a couple of planes.
It does.
I'm excited to fly this plane some more.
Yeah.
I got my air hauler working, so
Did you?
I was telling Moondog maybe we need to divide up our stream nights between air hauler work and the world tour or something.
Yeah.
Get some U.S. flights.
Well, to do some more U.S. flights where you can really hone in on the charts and instead of just
cool with that.
winging it so much.
What I like though is that this plane's only like 2.8 million in air hauler.
I saw that. I like that too because I got the cash.
I'm really close to having the cash.
Because I got those passenger flights set up and I haven't been in there. And then it just every time I go in, I got like half of 600,000 more bucks.
Did you go into your virtual
Samuel, how you
airline
doing?
portion?
How can
I
you
did
get
not.
this game?
Okay.
Well, with FSX, you can go on Steam and get it. It's usually on sale from time to time.
Regular price is $24.99.
Thank you. I was trying to think of what the price is.
It
And
goes
then-
on sale for about $12.50 quite a bit, and then if you really watch, you can get it like I did for $7.50.
Yep. And then, and that's for the base. That's for the base. Sometimes you can get it with a different with different types of packages. I got mine with the Rex 4, which gives me all different kinds of clouds and things like that. And then it's just piecing it together here and there. Active Sky, air hauler, and then different planes. This is our newest plane that we all just bought.
Some of us have Orbix.
Some of us have Orbix.
Some of us have different planes.
Yep.
We all don't have the same plane.
This is actually the first plane that all of us own.
It is actually the
Yeah.
first one that we've actually that's payware
Yeah.
that we all own.
Yeah.
We have some free ones that we all have, but this is I didn't think about that.
Is it going to surpass the C-47 in Ernie, though? That's the question.
You know what? The C-47 has its own niche that
Yeah, it
this
does.
plane cannot. That this plane cannot do.
Yeah.
Those low, slow flights through mountains and things like that. This plane cannot match that.
It's almost apples and oranges comparing the two.
Right.
But I got to throw the question out so we have something to talk about.
Yeah. No.
But this plane here definitely bypasses the 757 for me.
Yes, I enjoy flying this. I'm still not. I'm
Well,
still not.
it's
Still
2
not the
days.
tube liner guy.
It's been 2 days that you've been flying this.
Right.
You can't say a lot of good about it. All you can go is, so far it's been not so bad.
Well, it feels more comfortable than the 757 does.
I
feel
feel more comfortable in it, which is strange considering where types of planes I normally fly.
There's no wood propellers on this thing. Where are they at? I can't fly it. My name's Draco.
Hey Samuel, were you just over in Draco's channel?
None of my planes have wood propellers.
Are you sure?
Draco, was Samuel over in your channel asking how to get this game?
Pinata?
Yes.
Pinata?
Yeah.
Yes.
Were you bouncing around when we Steam? You can get it on Steam.
Yeah, you may have been bouncing around when we were explaining it.
We just answered your question when you were in Draco's, but thanks for hopping around to the different channels, by the way.
Yeah.
$25 on Steam. Usually, you can get it on sale for $12.50. If you really watch, you can get it on sale for like $7.50, like I did with and that included a add-on plane. But
yeah, that was the only way Zig was going to get it. He said, I don't want to spend that much.
That's a pack and a half of cigarettes that I used to smoke. I'm like, I'll try it.
Yeah, I'll try it. And because Mrs. Zig is within earshot, we will not say how much he spent since then.
Zip it on that. Zip it.
It's only been one pair of shoes.
Jake ratted me out. Told her I bought this plane.
He ratted you out.
Yeah. My wallet was sitting on the coffee table this morning. She's like, "Why's your wallet out here? Did you buy a new game?" I said no. I said no. Jake's like, "You bought an airplane. It was $39."
He ratted you completely out.
I know.
God.
He's like that. It's unbelievable.
And see, I was going to cover for you. I was going to say, Mrs. Zig, it was only $5.
Yeah.
It's only $5.
It's only $5.
It was $4.99 actually.
That's when I show her the, if she doesn't like it, I show her the app from when I quit smoking to see how much money we've saved.
Yeah.
It's over $5,000.
Good for you.
Yep.
I mean, that really is good for you. Now, show my wife how to do that. She gets a little bit of stress, and it goes from
It's a head
three-fourths
game.
of a pack to 2.5 packs.
Yep.
A day.
I used to have 2-pack days. It's a head game.
And she's done the attempts. She's done patches. She's done that a couple of times. And then something will do, and she'll go, I just need a cigarette, and it's...
Here's the deal. Here's what I because me and one of my buddies, we always joke around. We would say quitting's easy. I've done it lots of times, right? It was like a joke, but it was true. I tried many times to quit, and the difference this time was, I educated myself on nicotine addiction, and 2, I had to admit to myself that I was a nicotine addict, and for me, if I would smoke one, I would smoke 1,000 more, right?
Yeah.
So I learned,
Makes a lot of sense. That's...
and the biggest thing for me was that I learned that nicotine is so powerful that if you smoke a half a cigarette, it will reprogram your brain to place nicotine replenishment as a higher priority than food.
Yeah.
And it only takes a half a cigarette.
Yep. It is more powerful than most street drugs.
So the whole patch thing is a scam, because the only way you can quit is to get it out of your system.
Yep.
Damn, Zig, you've caught up with me. You're 8.2 behind me.
That's the only way you can quit, is you can't use any sort of supplement, because that never breaks the cycle. And that's I used, this time I was on Chantix, which I had done that before a couple times and had not succeeded, but because I always cheated.
Yeah.
And then once you've made it through the 36 or 72 hours, whatever it is, how long it takes for the nicotine to be physically out of your system, then it's a head game.
Yeah.
But as soon as you cheat, and even if you have 2 or 3 drags off a cigarette, that reprograms your brain.
It's already back there. Yeah.
So you're already addicted again, and then that was the thing I learned this time that let me quit, and it's been almost 3 years.
Now
It'll be 3 years in January.
That's good. She's done. She's kicked, but it's still there. Being an alcoholic. She's gotten hooked on some prescription for a while, and she had someone slip in her methadone to get her hooked on meth. So she's gotten over all of that stuff. The only one that she can't get over is the cigarettes.
They say it's harder than quitting heroin.
Yeah, it is, and she knows that. I mean, she's with the psychiatry and the medical.
Yep.
She knows all that, and she's got friends that have passed on from cancer now.
Yep.
Some of it, and it's just like, she's like, I need to quit. I'm here behind you 100%.
It's hard. It's not easy.
What do you need me to do? I help you with the others.
The first 2 weeks was like I didn't get any work done. Like I had my showroom then, so I was working in the showroom. I would, you know, basically in my office that wasn't at home, right? And like I couldn't focus on anything. I was eating Kit Kats and Reese's peanut butter cups. Like chocolate was my thing, and it's like I went from 2 packs a day to 2 bags of candy a day. And I gained 30 pounds, but that's besides the point.
If my wife gained 30 pounds, she'd be a third of her weight doubled again, you know? So I don't know if we could put up with that, but I'd put up with that if it helped her get off.
But I couldn't focus. I was useless. Like I was so nervous and fidgety, and you know, it was a struggle for me to get through the day.
Yeah.
But what I did have was that app on my phone. That was the other thing that really helped, just to be able to know that you made it through the day. And there was actually, like on the app I had, you could go, and it had like a chat feature, you know, for support or whatever. I never really put anything in there, but I would just go and read what other people were saying, and you know, other people that had quit, you know, for 30 days or whatever would be on there giving support. And it really helped just to be able to look on there every day and go. And there was a button where you could like hit the button, like when you were craving really bad, you could hit the button, and then you could like, okay, yesterday I had, you know, 40 craving episodes, and today I only had 30. You know what I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then it has like bars on there for all like your health stuff, like, you know, how much better your stuff is getting after so many days. But it was hard. I'm not gonna lie. I smoked for 25 years, so you know.
So
it was not
Waypoint
easy.
PCA is actually on the coast, so that's where we have to get to, which is about 145 nautical miles from me.
I mean, I'm still coming up on Damel.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
I just passed that.
So I'm still waiting for my daughter to call and come pick her up from the movie theater.
So
Haven't
it's
figured
been
out what
flying
I'm gonna
on.
do with that yet.
It's been flying on autopilot with no problem.
Well, yeah, but what if I don't make it back in time? And
The worst is you're flying over Danang, you roll Danang, with at 35,000 feet.
And screaming off into China with no flight plan filed. I'm sure they'll love that.
They won't have a problem. Is it? Wait a minute. What is beside it? Is it Laos that's right beside it?
Yep.
Laos will be the one that has a problem.
Or is that Cambodia? I don't remember.
All right. Who's the geography whiz? Oh wait a minute. It's normally me.
yeah, that's you.
Yeah. That's because I cheat.
Alright, so I'm 24 miles from Damel, and then there's 2 more waypoints before I hit the coast. I don't think any of the waypoints are any longer than what this one is.
So, I mean, she's only like a mile away, but I got 2 options. I could let it try and go on autopilot, or I could pause it and run and come back and unpause it and hit it double time to catch it back up.
Depending on when she gives you that call, yeah. And it is Laos. It's to the west of Vietnam.
Watch her call you right as you're getting ready to land.
Well, that would be about right. So,
South China Sea. Oh crap, wasn't that the name of the show?
No, China Beach.
China Beach, okay. Yeah.
China
it's
Girl?
really-
that was a song.
that was a song. It's really bad when you're watching that show, China Beach, and the one actress, holy crap, how did I forget her name? Delaney, Dana Delaney.
Yeah.
You go, man, you got a crush on her, and then you find out your dad's got the same crush on her. Ah! No! Well, at least we have the same taste in women. I only watched about 5 or 6 episodes of the show.
So it doesn't tell us like a estimate on the whole trip, right? Like how long we got.
On the third panel or the center panel, there is a flights thing. That is, if you turn the FMS outer dial to auxiliary trip planning, it should tell you.
Alright, auxiliary trip. Fuel efficiency 5.2. Endurance another 5 hours. Career speed, wind direction.
I have ETA local time at 11:42, and it's 11:10 right now, so 32 minutes.
Wait, my ETA is 13:35.
Where do you see that at?
Under trip status.
Trip status.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's your local time though?
Local time is 12:58.
See, ours are different, so. If you've calculated, is it about the same, about 35 minutes?
About 37.
So it has us landing in about 37 minutes. That means Zig's got 15 minutes for the trip, and she's going to call in about 20 minutes, which means crash.
Yep, that's about right. Because the second movie they were seeing started at like 10, and it's 11:15, so it's probably gonna be over in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Other stats: tailwind 20 knots. Fuel status: efficiency 4.8%. 4.8.
My efficiency is 5.2, and I have a tailwind of 23 knots.
Is a higher number good or a lower number?
Higher's better.
Oh, okay.
What are you, about 4.2?
I was about 4, but that's probably because I flew halfway with my gear down.
No, that efficiency there is actually current.
Oh.
So it's depending on how you have your throttle and trim set, I do believe.
Well, I got it on max cruise. But I am cooking it at about 282.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you did
243, 244.
Would you say 240? You said
243, 244.
okay. Why am I at 256 still? Oh well, there's a height difference there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
If you keep going, it shows you more stuff.
Yeah.
Satellite status, GPS solution.
You have timers, generic start, and flight time.
It even has constellation, which I'm not sure what that is. And then a signal strength.
That's all the satellites that it's reading off of to get your actual GPS coordinates.
So
I think it needs like 4 or 5 of them to actually be able to detect exactly where you're at.
Right.
So this is the same unit that's in your King Air, right? I mean,
Yes. Yeah.
Same but different, right?
Almost exactly the same. There's a couple differences, and I think that comes down between Jets Flight and Coronado.
Yeah.
But primarily, I've seen actual videos for learning the G1000, and both systems are very close. You can set up your time and date for either local time or, in the format on it too. On the next auxiliary system setup page. is if you push on the inner dial, and then you can scroll down through those.
Speaking of setup, has anybody looked up any charts on?
Why would we do that? Why would we do that? I probably should do that. Air traffic map there. Okay. Yep, getting closer to the coast. About 76 nautical miles from the coast.
That's what's strange. It does not show you in Zig on my traffic map.
Do you have the traffic map on?
Yeah, I just turned it on.
You go to map and then you have traffic, so it's gray.
Yeah, because it's operate is gray, standby is like a darker gray. But yeah, I can't see either one of you guys. But it'll show me AI planes.
Well, maybe that's because we're only.
No, I had you guys earlier, yesterday, had you guys all on there, but I think this plane causes issues with distance, because you know, you can be a third of the runway down and I can't see you modeled in.
I've had that in other planes too, like the 757. Yeah, I'll watch you guys. You know, if I'm like last in line, you guys will get like a third of the way down the runway, and then you're just a tag. You're not. I don't even see your plane anymore.
Okay.
So I think that's an FSX thing.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. Dashboard. Fox, just do max speed. I am almost at max speed. I'm just under overspeed.
If he goes any faster, his wings are gonna blow off.
Yeah.
I'm 36 and a half miles from VPAM.
Charts.
Let me pull up flight plan, no briefing. And it's, okay, so it's telling me 35 left, 35 right, and I have ILSs and courses for us.
Yeah, there's 35 right and left, or there's 17 or 35, either one, that's it. But I'm trying to find,
well, with the wind, it's 360 at 5. So 35 left, 35 right be the best.
which is on a heading of 352.
Close.
But
yeah, you say 352, it says 353. We're right in there.
yeah. Double check.
Thing is, though, is I don't know what runway they're going to give us till we're close enough to contact them.
Right, and I'm looking for an ILS number here still yet, and I'm not.
I can give it to you.
Oh, that's right, it's in
That's an active sky.
active sky, yeah.
35 left is 110.50.
2 runways. Elevation 33 feet it says here, so yeah, 33, 36.
But what we really need is the
Right, the approach height. But
111.
it's going to, well, I'm on IFR, so it'll tell me the height that I need.
that's stupid.
So,
I have both.
I-
I have both ILS's programmed now. And the nav too.
okay. So we can make sure you get down there, Zig, to catch it if you wanted. Because we're both just, well, I'm definitely ahead of you, and
Zig looks to be passing me pretty soon. Because his ground speed is a lot higher than mine. Tell you right now, if we were down a little further, we'd be getting bounced all over the place by storms. It looks nasty down there. For those of you who are watching who have never seen, I will bring it over here and show you. Uh-oh.
oh,
Well, I forgot
That's a-
that when I click on that, if I bring it up, it kills the sound, but it
yeah,
should show
Just-
it on my screen.
it'll still show it. It's just, yeah, there's just no sound.
Well, that
Yeah, because I'm doing the same thing.
So
you lose the
for-
sound for that.
For the approach, there's only ILS 35 right, not 35 left.
there's no
Okay.
35 left.
Well, there's, huh?
You said there's no 35 left.
There's not an approach for it. There's an NDB approach. I don't know what that is.
Non-directional beacon.
Okay, there's one of those for 35 left.
But I don't know how to find that in this plane.
Yeah.
There's active sky for you guys on my channel. That's Zig and Draco back there represented by those little flight planes there.
Representing.
So
So I'm just.
I promise I'll never say that again.
So how
Say
do
what?
I?
oh shit! Back off the throttle, or I'm going to be dead here in a second. Thank you. I'm bouncing so much, I'm getting
Overspeed.
Yeah.
So you were right on the edge of overspeed and just the turbulence.
Yeah.
So I will be landing on 35 right.
That's what I'm going to set mine for. So
And I will not be taking vectors in. I will be doing it on my own. I'm not listening to those yahoos.
So box stab that asked for me to do full speed. There was full speed because it was overspeeding, break the plane in half. And I'm getting ready to turn north.
Oh, here we go again. Having that same lovely problem.
What do you got?
I can't get it to go down to select approach.
You just have to really watch when you're floating over at the inner knob and the outer knob. I actually didn't really have any problem. You just gotta find the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Well,
and if you're bouncing around, it's gonna make it more difficult.
Well, no. When I put when I put the cursor over it, it turns into a hand with the plus sign, and it says outer knob. But I'm not actually touching the outer knob. If I bring it down to where I'm touching the outer knob and it turns, nothing happens.
I don't do it in the cockpit. I have the window exploded, if you will. I've been doing it there, so if it's bouncing around or anything, it doesn't affect that. Is that how you're doing it, Draco? Or were you in the cockpit?
I'm doing it in the cockpit because it's easier to do both knobs.
Well, I haven't been doing it that way. I had less problem tonight than I did last night. I just scrolled right through everything. is there, you can float over it, and it'll say inner knob or outer knob.
Outer knob. It's not doing anything still. Inner knob. This is the one thing I do not like about this plane. And I can hear the damn thing spinning.
I didn't have any problem with it this time, unlike last night or the other night, whenever that was.
Is it outer knob or inner knob you're supposed to turn?
I don't remember.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
Let me see. I can't get back there now. Outer knob one scrolls up and down. Like I put it right under the S. If you explode the window, like right under the FMS, I put it right under the S. It scrolls right up and down.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. And it's not doing anything. I said, this is the one thing that pisses me off about this plane.
It's annoying, no doubt, but it's not the only one that's like this.
No, it's like every single plane that uses the G1000 has this issue.
Oh,
good.
overspeed.
I have other issues.
Over.
What do you got going on?
I just had to handle my...
Holy storms.
Because it's bouncing me around enough to where it's causing me to overspeed.
Oh yeah, I know.
But it's not enough to where it'll even say overspeed. It just goes and then because then it just drops right back down.
It's telling me overspeed. It's yelling at me.
Yeah, well, I've gotten through it and turned, and I'm going to be headed through another wave here before too long. I've killed my thrust down to... I'm only doing 170 right now.
It won't work. Try both knobs. Try it both ways. What?
Are you Are you scrolling the wheel away from you or towards you?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Descend and maintain flight level 380. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
Away from me, towards me.
And you can do the mouse wheel on other button. On the other dials, it works fine, so it's not that issue.
No, because I can handle the comm, the barrel, the range. It's just this FMS knob.
Have you tried using the other FMS knob?
I've tried using both knobs.
Both knobs, okay.
And this was the thing that pissed off.
Yep.
I'm blanking on his name, but it pissed him off really bad. Captain Mac.
I'm just wondering if it's because I'm used to doing it that I haven't had the issue. I feel bad for you, but I haven't had it, so I'm not sure. I'm trying to think what I can do to help you out.
Fuck it, I don't care.
Descend to 28, thank you.
I'll probably just end up putting this thing in the ground somewhere anyway when I try and land it. Not like that's gonna make it any better.
I am. Shush.
But that's but it's only with the when I go in to do procedure. Because if I use it for, you know, moving in between waypoint, map, and so on and so forth, it works perfectly fine. It's only with procedure.
He had the issue with the same plane that you're in last night.
Who did?
You did, didn't you? You guys were flying the same plane, as in the same color skin. It shouldn't be an issue, but is it something as simple?
No.
Is there something?
Livery.
No, I'm in the same plane I was in last night.
Okay. Because you guys looked like you were in the same white and red ones last night.
We were, and I was
that's
still in
right.
the white.
You're in that, and he's not. Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a paint on the outside of the plane. It has nothing to do with.
I know it shouldn't. I'm running through questions in my head.
No, it's just the fact that Coronado, while they made a pretty good plane, did not bug check the FMS with the procedure. If they had bug checked, they would have found that it does not work right all the time, and they could have fixed it. But there are times Coronado, it seems like all they want to do is just pump out as many planes as they can, and if there's bugs, deal with it or don't.
Embraer, Alpha Mike Bravo, descend and maintain flight level 300.
300. Okay.
Descend and maintain flight level 300.
Yeah, I'm coming down to 20.
Mike Bravo.
280, and I'm buffering through storms, and I've got the air brakes on, the spoiler open. Let's go and take a look at that. Yeah, as we bounce around in the air brakes, spoiler.
Embraer, Alpha Mike Bravo, please expedite your descent to flight level 300.
I am. Give me a second.
Did it yell at you to expedite it too?
Yeah, I didn't even have everything set yet, and it's hurry up.
Yeah, and if you look at the active sky map that we have, top of descent, we're miles from it.
Oh, I know.
Okay, when I'm flying the King Air, that yoke is all over the place. Even with the autopilot on correcting, the yoke is all over the place. This thing, yoke's perfectly still.
So I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be, or if the way the King Air has it, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or if it's just different depending on planes.
So, if you know the answer to that, and you want 50 million Moondog credits, give us the correct answer. $50 million Moondog credits are going for 5 pennies these days.
Overspeed.
Wow, that's a conversion rate? 5 cents?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. I wasn't sure what the conversion rate was, the current rate was at.
Well,
wow.
Is there, with the speed brake, is there anything between nothing and 100%?
No, it's just on or off.
I'll take on, please. On for 500.
Yeah, 35 right.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Turn left 315, thank you.
If we make it there, of course.
And down.
Are you at top of descent already?
No, but they have me coming down already.
Oh, you're listening to those fools?
Yeah, and they're even yelling at us to expedite descent.
Well, I don't have a choice because I can't program an approach.
Seatbelts on. Seatbelts are on. And well, guess what? You got to turn off your iPads. No electric in the back. Hopefully you got battery power. So 35 right. So if we go into this and see if we can.
I'll be right back.
Yep. This is when Zig gets the phone call. Dad, come pick us up.
I am getting bounced all over the damn place.
Oh yeah, I was getting it, and then I cleared out, and just about the time he said, descend and turn.
200.
Descend and maintain flight level 200. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
Turn right, heading 345.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Please expedite your descent to flight level
Fuck
200.
off. I'm dropping at 2,500 feet per minute. How fast do you want me to fucking go? How if I just shut the engines off and just nosedive it? Really hate FSX ATC.
It's alright, ATC's pulled me off of the way, the line, and now taking me back. There must be something down there that we can't be flying over.
Send and maintain 220.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. You are 86 miles southeast. Turn left heading 315. Descend and maintain flight level 200. Expect vectors ILS 1.35. Right approach. Turn left heading 315. Descend and maintain flight level 200. Expect vectors ILS runway 35. Right approach. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
Wow, okay.
Well, the last time in the 757 I didn't hit set up an approach. I just followed them and I got it lined up and actually landed it fairly decent, so see how this one does.
It could be alright. I mean, I've done it on both and it's fine. I just
hope right in front of me
can't.
that's a hole in the clouds and not a mountain sticking up in the clouds.
No, it's a hole in the clouds. Alright, so if we actually do this. No, it's not done.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Contact Ho Chi Minh Center on 123.3. 123.3. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Ho Chi Minh Center. Embraer Papa Alpha Mike
Train
Bravo.
proximity, no, nothing there. Traffic.
Flight level 200.
12 miles, more than 12 miles out to my left.
Ho Chi Minh Center. Roger. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Turn right heading 345.
Descending, folks, descending.
3,
I was gonna say, top of descent's coming up pretty quick.
I'm already past it.
Yeah.
Turn right heading 345. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
it had me do like this weird, you know,
left turn
Yeah.
and then come back.
and a
Yeah,
right turn.
I did the same thing, and now it's got me sort of on a parallel course to the actual flight plan.
Yeah, I'm pretty much right behind you.
And I think it's got something to do with there's something down there that they actually don't want us to fly over that they mimic.
Is it Vietnamese version of Area 51?
No, I think it's an actual city, so I don't know what's down there. All right. 16. 2 going to 16.
I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it.
Descend to and maintain 8,000. Okay.
I'm descending down to 12.
It says turn left 315 and to go 315. Oh, okay. Descend and maintain 220. It's gonna bring me in on 35 right, which is where I said I was going, so.
And what's the ILS for 35 right again?
I don't know.
You're the one that pulled it up.
Hold on. Alright, ILS 35 right, 11150. That's the one I have highlighted.
It's what, 111?
111.50.
Not that it matters, but because I won't use the ILS, I'll just hand fly it.
111 what? Point.
50.
Oh, descent to 12,000. Okay.
You must be somewhere pretty close behind me.
I don't think so.
Yeah. There's like equal spacing between you, me, and Moondog.
Oh, did it send you down to there already?
Yep.
Is it on briefing or flight? It's on briefing, right?
Briefing.
For your,
Yep.
we're at in the briefing. Detailed weather.
What's the
All the way at the bottom down there?
For what, the ILS?
Yeah.
It's posted at the actual airport. 353.
Okay. That's all the
And
ones.
her movie just ended. Awesome.
Beach 589er, contact Ho Chi Minh Center on 120.7.
So,
Oh, there it is.
0.7 for Beach 589er.
maybe I'll just pause it and end my stream and land it when I get back.
Okay.
I'll probably still be trying to figure out how to land this thing.
Turn right, heading 015.
So, active sky here as we look at this. Candidate runways for landing based on winds only 35 left, 35 right gives ILS's, which is either 110.5 or 111.5. That's what we were looking for and Draco found and stuff like that, so. Turn heading 2950. Okay, sorry.
Alright, well sorry everybody, I'm gonna end my stream right here. All one of you watching. I gotta go pick up my daughter. And yeah, I'm gonna pause the game and try and land this off camera. Oh, hey Bowman.
Of course they show up right where you gotta go.
Hey, PCD, jump over and watch much Draco or Moondog, because I gotta go pick up my daughter, so I'm just gonna stop the stream here and I'm gonna pause it and try and land it
Send to maintain 42.
offline. So, yeah, zig out.
Zig out.
Zig out. And I'm gonna pause. Oh, hold on. Gotta turn left heading 345 real quick.
Christ, give me a second. You just gave me the instructions.
Okay, on that note, I'm going to save.
Checklist. Switches.
265
on.
Because I will land this plane tonight.
Translation. Check.
Oh,
All right.
Turn the right way.
I'll
All right.
be back.
20. Okay. Check.
Stand to 2000.
It's all good. Check.
Descend 2000 and maintain. Okay, fly straight in. So does that mean I need to turn to 35?
353 should be your course.
Yep. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm like pretty straight south of the airport. Landing gear going down, landing lights going on. ILS.
30 miles out. And there's the rain. And there's the turbulence. Never fails, no matter where we fly. There's going to be rain and turbulence.
Yep. Turn it again, okay.
4,200. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
I lined up. I can't tell through all the frickin' soup. There's a light or something there.
I turned on my beacon for nav 2. That's not going to help me any.
Yeah. Clear to land. Okay, thank you. Clear to land, but am I in the right runway? No.
Do you even see the damn airport?
There's a big ass airport to my left.
Turn left heading 265.
Turning left, 265.
Big airport to my left. I'm going to miss it, I think.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Contact Danang approach on 119.5.
Crazy thing.
119.5. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo.
This is where you guys yell at me because I'm not doing the right thing.
Alpha Mike Bravo with you. Embraer Papa Alpha Mike Bravo. Danang approach. Roger. Altimeter 2988.
2988.
What? Yeah.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Descend and maintain 2,200. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. You are 20 miles southeast. Turn right, heading 325. Descend and maintain 2,000. Cleared ILS. Runway 35. Right approach. Maintain 2,000 until established on the localizer. Contact Danang Tower on 125.0.
2000.
Let's rotate here so we sort of miss this mountain here. Thank you.
Please acknowledge.
This is going to be close. Hope none of you guys dragging your feet.
Turn right heading 325. Descend and maintain 2,000. Cleared ILS. Runway 35. Right approach. Maintain 2,000 until
You're
established.
back up for the
Tower
moment.
125.0. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Danang Tower. Embraer Papa Alpha Mike Bravo is 19 miles south. Inbound ILS. Runway 35. Right approach. Embraer Papa Alpha Mike Bravo. Danang Tower. Make straight in. Runway 35 right. Altimeter 2988.
Straight in, 35.
Make straight in. Runway 35.
One who chill. Hello, how are you doing? Nice to see you stop in. Just missed an airport. Gotta go back around and try this again.
Oh, okay, I see.
Alright, so we got a moment here. We're sort of steady. Let's do this. Air traffic. Draco. How you doing with your gears up?
Huh?
Your gears are still up.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Just wondering if that was planned.
Well, it was 353, wasn't it?
353, yes. So we haven't had any balls of fire yet, no crashes yet. It's like when it says straight in, you need to turn and finish directing yourself towards it.
Right.
And I think that's even when we flew into the one the other night and we like plastered ourselves on the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
That's when we should have also at that point turned into it, so it would capture the ILS.
I don't even know if I'm heading 353, but I don't know if I'm.
From looking at active sky, looks like you're lined up right with everything, but you're going to be able to see visually before I will.
That's the thing. I'm in the soup. I can't see a damn thing. So,
Yes.
and I got the ILS set.
What's your altitude?
2,000.
Yeah, it looks superior than what it did the last time that I came through there, but I think you're lined up pretty good with it. Because before it drew the clouds in, it looked like there was something in front of you.
The thing is, I'm looking at. I can see it shows the actual glide slope on here, and it shows that I'm high. So I must be. I'm about 8.7 miles out.
Okay.
Did you guys land yet?
Working on it.
No, I'm looping back around. You're already back.
I'm already back, yeah.
I was sort of at the wrong spot, so I'm looping back around to make an approach again.
Excuse me.
Gesundheit.
Danke.
I'm not going to do a state of missed approach. They take you forever to get you back on there.
So what did they, did the dimwits not get you to the right spot?
As far as I can tell, we are.
It said to turn straight in. I didn't turn straight in. You like have to course of 353 at that point, and I was a little late and ended up off course a little bit.
So, does anybody know? Do I have to wait for that to? I do. I have to wait for that little dot to hit the center line, right? Hit the approach.
It should finish. Yeah,
so I should hurry up and activate my approach, is what you're saying?
Yeah, and you should actually be able to activate your approach now, Draco, before it's at the line. That way it'll capture it and follow it down.
Oh, mine's not scroll. Oh, there it went. Base approach.
Because I don't have the approach activated, I just have it loaded.
Well, I just went ahead.
So I have it as a reference. Yeah.
And do I have to turn the altitude hold off, or do I leave it on?
No, when you hit approach, it turns what you need on. It'll follow it in. You don't have to turn off the altitude. I've never done that in the King Air.
Well, the thing is, now I'm way above my glide slope. It's not taking me down.
Cleared to land. Runway 35 right. Embraer Alpha.
If you're lined up, kill the autopilot and land it.
I can't see.
Oh.
That's the problem. I can't see a damn thing.
Is the visibility that bad?
Well, I'm 4 nautical miles supposed to be from the airport, and I can't see I can't see anything but clouds. And I'm only 1,900 feet off the ground.
Well, that's not good because I'm not planning on doing an ILS landing.
Holy shit. Okay.
Stop.
Whose idea was it to get active sky anyways?
It's not fucking active sky. The autopilot all of a sudden had me in a stall.
It's the active sky that makes it so you can't see.
Well, it does that. That doesn't matter because the autopilot it had me pitched up, literally nose up. Because I thought something looked weird. Why was I looking at seeing nothing but clouds and I couldn't see anything else? So I did an outside view, and I was probably at a good 60 degrees of pitch.
Sync rate.
Shut up.
Sync rate.
All right. Speed down.
You know what? I'm not coming around again.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. 500. Sync rate. 400.
Landing gear down.
300. Sync rate. 200. Sync rate. 100.
Flaps 1. Two.
Come on, can you touch the ground? Thank you.
Approach.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo, exit runway when able.
Full flaps.
Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo, exit runway when able. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo, contact ground on 121.6.
It's like I don't have the ILS tape. I don't have the thing, or unless I'm just a little bit far out for it still yet.
Going to 121.6. Embraer Alpha Mike Bravo. Danang ground. Embraer Papa Alpha Mike Bravo. Request
Approach external lights. Yep. Passengers. Yep. Cross feed. Yep.
Awesome, a little bit of rain.
Using taxiway Echo 4 Echo 6.
Go dampers off. Yep.
Taxiing to general aviation parking.
Landing gear lever down. Yep. Flaps set. Yes. Airspeed. Yes. After landing.
I'm gonna park wherever I feel like.
And I don't see anything for that, so autopilot off. And drop the nose. Why don't you say we just drop the nose? Okay.
up. Yeah. Flash 0. Transporter. Transponder. Press up.
Because we are too high. Speed down. And nope, no one new in chat. Okay, that was your quick look. $700 feet. A little bit right, a little bit left. Get back over here. 500. Light slope.
Switch off.
A little low. There we go. Bring it up.
Turn that all off. Okay.
Touchdown. Throttle it down. A little left to center. But center third.
Eh, it is what it is. So I'm gonna be, if you tuck.
Did you turn right or left?
I turned right.
Okay. I'm just now passing the tower. Did you do yeah, I'll turn next taxiway anyways.
I am. Well, if you're facing the tower, I'm gonna be to the left of the tower.
Yeah.
I hear you. Hey, you should see me right next, next to the fuel tank. No.
Stop there. We'll clear the runway. Contact ground. Yes.
I don't know what's up with the approach, but
I don't know either.
I was right on it. I mean, that dot was right on that line, and I hit it. And first of all, I was nowhere near the runway. I was a good probably quarter mile to the left of the runway. And then it never picked up the glide slope.
Did you have the glide slope tape on the left of the altitude?
Yep.
I didn't have that this time. What the heck? I have the brakes on and I'm still rolling forward. That's it. Rolling down the hill here. All right, so I don't need flaps. Flaps there.
I'm going to step away for a second and let you folks watch Zig come in for his landing.
See, you may have ended the stream, but we're still going to see it. Flaps to 0. Yes. You know what? Parking brake on for the moment.
Well, I'm coming in low and slow, so.
Lights. Taxi. I don't need the strobe on. Right. Turn them lights on so they can get off, and then the transponder to ground.
I don't really have any idea where this approach is taking me, so.
And then time and reference. Stop. 2 hours and 21 minutes.
Well, that's quite a bit quicker than what the thing said.
And I mean, that's flight time that was in and down, so that's not too bad. So that's that. And then next would be shutdown, which we don't need yet until we get over there. And we probably sat there a whole lot longer than ATC would have wanted us to sit there.
What do you mean?
I was off the runway and I was doing like the after landing checklist, turning off flaps and stuff. They probably want you to move pretty quickly. I sat there probably twice as long as they want you to. Okay, granted. Well, I'll wait for Draco to get back before I go into that.
Two 9er88.
I've tried to do it by the ILS. I think next time I'm going to do it by the like the GNAV.
Well, that's just what I
RNAV.
did because it's what I'm comfortable with at this point. Like, well, RNAV, I'm just flying the GPS.
yeah.
I'm just flying the GPS approach like I would do with any other plane, except the 757. Just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any of the little planes, just program. Like, this is the last time I'll be doing IFR. I don't trust them on here to fly me in. I'll just.
Well, what I think it is, okay, is Active Sky gives us ILS and courses for runways, and that's up-to-date stuff. The stuff in the plane is out of date by last year.
I don't think ILS frequencies change.
They do. And you have to figure, this game was made back when dinosaurs roamed the earth. So those three things don't match up.
That would be why even BP was saying we need to update the nav data in them. And that could help with some of that.
And you can't update the Navigraph separately without buying a Navigraph subscription for $10, which I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah.
If you ask me, if you buy the plane already for $40, it should come with an up-to-date. It should automatically update Navigraph.
I don't know that that's the issue at all, but
this plane handles like a single-engine prop plane as far as landing. It's real responsive. It's easy to it's easy to handle, which I'm grateful for. Because if that happened in the 757, I'd be somewhere out in the ocean right about now, about 400 feet of water. Hey, Zig remembered his landing gears.
Yeah, I know. All that's okay. Good. Doors nice and open, APU's on, and all that's done. Now, what this also comes with is you can put the static stuff like the covers in and the cone out so no one bangs their head into the wings. You can open up the baggage doors.
Which, if you ask me, doesn't make any sense. If you can see that little bitty red cone, you should be able to see the fucking wing.
Yeah, big ass, yeah. But if you're, I also get it if you're bent over walking around looking at something, or you might see that, but yeah. So that's the stuff that can come with the plane. And then you can ready for taxi, which we've used before as a group. You want to continue without the change, or start up cold and dark and go through all the procedures. So those are the options that you can do.
Nice landing there, Zig.
Did I miss his landing?
Yep. So we're just to the left of the control tower up here.
See, do it again. I want to see it.
It feels like it's been forever since I have landed a fucking plane. Oh, sorry. Are we still streaming?
Well, some of us. Zig, by chance did you click on the APU?
What?
Did you have your GPU running the whole time?
I don't think so.
Well, it's on right now.
What are you talking about?
Go to exterior view.
Yeah, I don't see nothing.
You don't see nothing?
No, I don't see anything.
No.
Okay, maybe it's because I have my GPU on. He's dragging his.
I told you I suffer from saggy ballotosis.
Well, Joe, the thing is remember, we're not flying in the United States, so the FAA doesn't handle that.
So you guys are off to the left somewhere?
We're to the right of the runway, just past the tower.
Oh.
Which you should be
If
coming
you see
up
the
to.
fuel tank over there, we're right next to the fuel tank. But, I mean, I could be wrong, but, you know, otherwise why would Navigraph go out of date so often? I said I could be wrong. Hi, pilot. I unfortunately do not speak or read, I believe that's Korean. But welcome to the stream. How you doing, Joe? I haven't seen you around much.
So I'm all locked up, ready to go.
Yep, me too.
Into Danang and party like it's
1969.
1969, 1972.
It's just you clowns over here.
Yep.
Yep. I need to go back inside here and see if that does it or not.
Hell, I'm ready to do another flight.
Yeah, I just turned off my APU and yours went away.
Doug, it's GPU.
GPU, APU, whatever.
Big difference.
It's gone. Yeah.
Zig's not even going to park in a parking spot.
Oh, I thought we were
It
doing
fits.
a picture.
It fits there.
Yep.
That works.
If it fits, he sits.
I mean, look at that. That's 3 sort of spectacular planes and 3 adequate pilots.
Well, you guys look like twin prod Beechcraft in my screen, but whatever. I need to do that.
So, Draco, do you want to say goodbye, or do you want me to do it, or?
I'll say goodbye. So, everybody, thank you very much for stopping in. Anybody who may have subscribed or followed on Moondog's Twitch, thank you very much for doing that. We will be streaming again on Tuesday unless something comes up, and we might be throwing in some air hauler stuff just to break up the around the world flight a little bit. Also, make sure you check out everybody else in the Monkey Show. Bipolar Prophet, Cavalier Roy, Kev the Blue Bear, Farmer Dad, Stubby. They're all a bunch of great guys. They're all part of the Monkey Show. They're all linked in our main channel. So make sure you can check them out. And if you liked what you saw today, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and also hit that little special bell right next to it so that way you get notified for any future streams or any videos that we might put up. So until next time, see you guys later.
See ya.
See ya.
Special bell.